Sometimes surprises can be a good thing on a first date, like surprise flowers, surprise thumb,
What the
surprise no pants.
That's not
Those
it.
are good surprises on a first date, you know?
thinking about the thumb.
I'm
And-
on to the pants.
Michael, who is on the phone for a second date today, he planned a surprise for his first date, but he thinks that's the reason he's not getting a call back. In his email, he said he thinks his surprise backfired. So I don't even know what his surprise was yet. Probably wasn't a thumb because he'd be getting a call back. So, Michael, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not too bad. Before we find out what your surprise was and why you think it backfired on you, what's the name of the girl you want to call today?
Her name's Veronica.
Veronica. All right. And how did you meet Veronica?
I met her on a blind date.
Okay, so you planned a surprise for a blind date. Isn't the blind date in and of itself already a surprise?
It was, but my friend had told me that she likes cats, and I have 4 of them, so I figured,
Whoa.
why not bring them along?
All of
They're
them?
bringing you
Wait,
4 cats along
what?
on the date?
Well, why not? She said they like cats, so I'm like, okay, she likes
no.
cats.
Hold up. How do you even do that? Do you put them on leashes? What are the logistics of bringing 4 cats on a date?
Throw them in a duffel bag?
Well, I put them in their cages and then brought them in their car and then open up the cages and I kind of let them roam free. I mean, they're pretty well.
What
Oh
was
my
her
God.
What was her reaction to all this?
Oh, I mean, she was happy, and I guess she was happy. She's like, "Oh, you have your cats here," and I'm like, "Yeah, you like cats?" She's like, "Yeah." So,
Huh.
I assumed everything was good.
So she wasn't. She didn't. She wasn't
mind
confused
blown.
by the fact that you picked her up with a bunch of cats in your car. She liked it.
Well, she was surprised by that, but I think it was a good surprise until everything backfired.
How did
Oh.
it Wait, how did it backfire?
Well, Herbie got sick. I mean, he's got hairballs. I mean, this just happens. He's always hawking things. So Herbie just had a little accident, as Herbie does. And
Herbie.
yeah, I mean, when you're driving and a cat has an accident in the back seat, you really can't fix it up exactly at that moment.
Oh
So
my gosh.
it was kind of smelly, but I opened the windows.
That is so
You know,
gross.
Okay, so now you're on your blind date. You showed up with surprise cats, and one of the cats puked in the back seat. So you're driving around, and the car now smells like cat puke.
Yep, something like that. But
Okay.
I opened the windows, like I said.
Did she ask did she ask to go home right then?
No, not at that point. She didn't ask to go home, but we kept on going while Herbie was, violently sick in the back seat.
Okay,
What
and
did you do? Just leave a puking cat in your back seat while you wait inside and ate?
It's in a cage, Brooke.
Oh, no. The good news is he stopped puking by the time we got to the restaurant. So once we, got out of the car, I rolled down the windows a little bit, gave them some air, and, yeah, they were having a good time.
okay. So how was dinner then?
Dinner was good. She was a little standoffish. I mean, she seemed to, kind of be genuinely concerned about the cats.
Okay. That seems like a good sign that she was generally concerned about the cats because, I'm not going to lie, if I was in her position, I probably would have been done with the cats and you at that point.
Oh.
Well, the cats, they're number one in my life. So her concern was great, but by the 6 or 7 times she was mentioning them, so we kind of sped through dinner a little quickly, and, we made our way back outside because she wanted to make sure that the cats were okay.
Okay.
So by the time we got to the car and everything, I looked inside. They were okay. They were, wagging their tails. Herbie was sleeping. He had a little bit of spittle still on his mouth, but he was okay.
Okay.
Oh, gross.
I opened the door to let her in, and she's just like, no, this smell is too bad for me, and I'm just going to have to call an Uber. And I was just like, why? And then she's like, no, it's just, I got to go. And then she just walked away, and that's the last I really saw of her.
Yeah, that's not a
The
good
last
sign.
thing you saw was just her getting in an Uber and leaving.
Yeah, that was the last thing I saw, and Herbie was really sad. I mean, I looked over at him, and he seemed sadder than usual.
Well, he should be. He ruined your date,
Well, Herbie didn't ruin my date. I mean, it's not his fault. I don't want to blame him.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, he
don't
might
put
be
that
listening.
pressure.
I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Do you-
So,
I mean-
have you tried texting her since? Have you tried to talk to her?
I did. I sent her a few text messages, used a lot of cat emojis,
Oh, no.
but she didn't respond or anything. She didn't even ask how Herbie was doing.
Okay, I'm going to tell
wow.
Rude.
you need to slow down on the cat stuff. I mean, just for your own dating life.
Yeah, you kind of took something and ran with it.
You sound really kind, really sweet, and I bet you have great conversation. I mean, she's not calling you back because of the cats, right? We understand that.
Well, you don't know that for a fact, and I believe in my heart those are the ones that are meant to be with me. I'm supposed to be paired with them.
Aww.
So I need somebody in my life who understands my cats.
Okay, well, we'll find out
Oh,
if she
man.
understands your cats. Because we'll play a song, we'll come back, and we'll call her and get your second date, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on. This is normally the time I try to think of something crazy to make up about the first date
Yeah.
Yeah.
that a couple went on, but today I don't really need to because the first date was weird enough. I don't have to be weird about it, which is nice. If you're just joining us for today's second date, Michael is on the phone and he wants to call a girl named Veronica. He was set up on a blind date. He showed up to pick her up and he brought along his cats because he heard that she liked cats. So he brought 4 of his cats in the car.
4.
And
Yeah.
I guess at first that was okay, but then one of his cats started puking everywhere on the way to dinner, and the car smelled so bad that she said she was just going to grab an Uber, and she left, and he hasn't heard from her since. All right, Michael, are you ready to give her a call and find out if it was the cats that ruined the date?
Yeah, but you know what? I was thinking it really was kind of my fault.
Uh-huh.
I forgot to give Herbie his travel medicine.
Oh.
And I was actually thinking it over from the last time, and I was like, if I just given him the travel medicine, I wouldn't even be reaching out to you guys right now. I'd probably be on a second date with her right now.
Probably, yeah.
So the regret isn't the surprise cats, it's the lack of medication for Herbie. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lesson learned: the next time you take your cats along on a first date, make sure they're properly medicated.
No, just don't bring the cats.
Okay.
That's exactly what we should be learning.
Yeah, I know. I love my kitties, but I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Well, yeah, you should. You should always remember that. All right. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now. You ready?
Well, sure.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Veronica?
this is she.
Hey, Veronica, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Veronica.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little confused why you're calling.
Okay, well, let me clear that up for you. We do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened.
Okay.
Okay, and we got an email from a guy named Michael.
Michael.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
have
he told
to.
us all about your date.
Very memorable.
Well, the cat guy.
Yep. He told us about your date.
Oh,
He said that he brought along his cats, and it was unfortunate because one of them got sick and just it made the whole thing kind of disgusting. And he also said that you're not getting back to him and he would love to see you again. So we're on the phone asking you if it was the cats that ruined your date.
I mean, the cat thing was strange. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know how much you know.
I'll tell you what he told us. He said that it was like a blind date, and he heard that you liked cats, so he thought he would bring along 4 of his cats. And then on the way there, one of them got sick, and you guys went to dinner, and then came out to the car, and the car stunk really badly, so you decided to just leave in an Uber.
Oh, you know more than I thought you might.
Yeah, I
And-
mean, normally people probably wouldn't own up to taking their cats along on a first date, but he did, so...
Very honest.
Yeah, he
And-
told us pretty much everything.
Honestly, we told him, like, I thought it was shocking that you even made it to dinner.
You know, I thought it was a sweet gesture.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a first date. It was a blind date, so it's
Yeah.
not like I'm going to show up to this random guy's apartment. And, you know, he obviously wanted to share a part of who he was.
And he's
Okay.
part cat.
So what,
Mainly
what,
cat.
what was your first thought when you got into the car and there was 4 cats in there?
Well, I mean, I can't say I wasn't a little bit surprised. I mean, it's not every day you get into a cat car.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to be honest, they were pretty well behaved at first. I mean, the puking thing, that was definitely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't really know what to say. I don't want to sound mean. He's just a different kind of guy.
Right.
He's half man, half cat.
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna be a little different.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Okay.
It didn't really stop with him just bringing his cats alone.
Oh, no.
For starters, he was super excited to play his ringtone for me, which was the theme song to Disney's Aristocat.
It is a catchy
Cute.
tune, though.
That's cute.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
That's the one.
Well, okay, so he has that as his ringtone. Makes sense.
Fitting.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Talking about him for sure.
It was just a little awkward sitting in the restaurant with him playing this song and singing along at volume. It was embarrassing, to say the least.
I feel like that's got to be the least shocking thing, though. I mean, if a guy shows up with 4 random cats in his car, you're going to expect him to be really into cats.
Yeah.
Well, yes, he's into cats. He's super into his cats in particular. But things got worse over dinner. He started, trying to groom himself like a cat.
Shut up.
No.
Was he
Like
joking?
how? Like
As a joke?
I don't know if it was a joke, but he would lick the back of his hand and rub it on his brow and his temples, over and over.
that had to be a joke. He must have been
Weird.
joking around
No
with
one
you.
does that.
I don't know. I mean, while I was speaking, he'd just be doing this and staring intently in my eyes. And, a hair would fall out of place on his forehead, and he'd swipe it back with the back of his hand.
That is weird.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I
not
feel like it was.
I don't-
Yeah, it sounds like something somebody would do as a joke. But also, we talked to him, and I don't think he would do that as a joke. But
I don't
I
think
need to
he-
find out. Hey, Veronica, guess what? Michael's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah, but I want to talk to him because I have to find out if that was for real or not. Michael, are you
Oh,
there?
my gosh.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, my God.
Michael.
Michael, did you hear everything she said?
Yeah, I heard all of it.
Are
Yeah.
you
You want to
embarrassed?
address any of it?
Well, for starters, everybody likes that ringtone. After hearing her words, it sounds like everybody wants to be a meanie. I don't know. It just doesn't sound particularly nice.
No, Michael, it's not that I didn't like it. I'm not trying to be mean. I just found it a little strange.
Well, what song do you want me to play on my ringtone? I can change. I can change my ringtone.
Sweet man.
Michael, calm down. I don't want you to change, okay? I think it's great that you're your own person. I don't think anybody should change for anybody.
Right.
Well, the only reason I'm showing you all this stuff is because people told me that you like cats. So I figured you like cats. I bring the cats along. I have my cat ringtone. I thought you were a cat person.
I mean, I do like cats. I just got to be 100% honest, Michael. When I picture myself going out with someone, I just don't picture that person having 4 cats.
Well, you're happy to know that I don't have 4 cats. I have 6 cats. I only brought 4 of them with me because the other 2 don't like traveling in the car.
Cats, Michael?
Yeah, I
That's
don't think that's what
beyond-
she wanted to hear.
Yeah,
That is
dude.
beyond liking. That's obsession. You are obsessed with cats, Michael.
Well, I knew a lady that had 20 cats. I've got 6, so I don't feel as though I'm that obsessed at all. I feel as though I'm kind of pet friendly.
Okay, well, what about cleaning yourself like a cat?
Yeah, Michael, that part was kind of odd.
Yeah.
You're the only one in the restaurant licking your hands and stroking your hair and your head.
So gross.
I'm sorry. Honestly, I didn't even know that I did that.
What?
I'm around my cats so much, I just kind of pick up their habits after a while.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you don't
You were
realize
licking
that you're
your
doing
hand?
it.
Did I do it a lot? How many times did I do it? I know I did it.
I lost count, Michael. It was just a steady stream of just hand licking and rubbing.
Oh.
Well, it was getting awfully hot in that restaurant, so I had to cool myself down somehow.
Yeah,
gotta cool down.
exactly. Cats get hot too.
Oh, man.
Michael, I just wasn't comfortable with it, and I got to be honest, I think most women would probably think the grooming thing was too much.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry if you didn't like it. My cats mean a lot to me, and they're a part of me, and I'm a part of them, and I thought you liked cats, and I apologize.
Well, Veronica, would you like to go out with Michael again on a second date? We will pay for it.
You still haven't met Blinky and Perfect. I mean, you haven't met them yet. You might change your mind. They always are at the house.
Yeah, maybe if you meet the other cats, it might be better.
I really appreciate it, but I'm just going to have to say no on this one. I just don't think I'm the best match for you.
You're a dog person, aren't you?
Oh my gosh, that was
Maybe
sound
that's
like
it.
an insult. That was an insult, wasn't it,
He's
Michael?
mad.
I'm sorry I lashed out like that. I didn't mean to, insult you. And whenever people come at me, my claws come out.
Oh,
Okay, there it goes again.
he's not declawed.
Michael,
Living the life of a cat.
I think you need to maybe, you know what, there might be some kind of cat dating website out there for you,
man,
where you can find
yes.
someone who's just
Yeah.
as into cats as you are.
No, I went on those websites. Those people are weird.
All right, well, good luck to you then, man.